Hi, welcome to We Play Along Poetry Corner. Today we're going to do a requested poem called The Swing by Robert Louis Stevenson.
Play, play, play along. Come on and play along. Play, play, play along. Come on and play along.
So today's poem called The Swing, by the way, to sign swing, you put two fingers out here and you put these fingers down, two fingers across it. Now if you were signing the word sit, it would be like this. But swing, now we're going to be swinging, okay? And this poem is by Robert Louis Stevenson. And Jamie, thank you Jamie, she's one of our viewers. She requested this poem. So we're going to do this one. And it's really a very sweet poem. Now Robert Louis Stevenson, I've done some poems by him before, but just to remind you, he's from Scotland. He was born in 1850 and he died fairly young at 1894. But he was fairly sickly as a child, so he would use his imagination. And he couldn't go out and do a lot of the things that other people did, but he had such a fabulous imagination. He wrote Treasure Island, he wrote Kidnapped, he wrote Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and this poem is out of his Child's Garden of Verses. He wrote lots of poems for children, and it's just a very, very sweet poem. So here we go. These are the signs you need to know. So we already did the swing. So the first line in this poem is a question. So we're going to sign the word how. So you take your hands and kind of they unfold here. How, and you have to have like a question on your face when you're asking a question. How do you, so you're going to point to somebody, like, to do like, take your thumb and your middle finger off your chest, like to go up in a swing. Now you could say go up in a swing, but we're going for the flow of it. We're just doing the ASL vocabulary to make the poem flow and be very pretty. So I'm probably gonna leave go out, but you can put it in if you want, okay? Go up in a swing, up in the air. Just flap your hands back and forth, so blue. Now blue is an initialized sign, it's the color blue, so it starts with the letter B. So we're going to take a B and we're going to flip it twice. I like that, that's the color blue. Oh, I do think it's the pleasantest, like, oh, pleasantest thing ever. It's like always, right? You're going to circle your finger around, ever. A child. To sign child, it's like you're tapping the top of their head. Child can, two fists coming down, do. Up in the air and over a wall till. So until you take this pointer finger and you're going to go to this other pointer here. Till I can see so wide. So we're going to put our hands out wide. So what are we going to see when we go up on, so I can just imagine the swing, you're going up and whoa, you can see over the wall. We're going to see rivers. It's a water. This is a W. Tap it twice at your chin and we're going to meander out like that. So it would be rivers and trees. Now this is tree, but we're going to have lots of trees. Trees and cattle. So you put your thumb up here to your head and swipe it down like that. Cattle and all. Now you could sign the word and in between each of those if you want to. This is and. I'm not going to do that. And all. Over. Now the first over was like this because you're going to go across the wall, right? But this is over. We're looking at above, over the countryside. So put your one arm, your non-dominant arm up here, and take this other flat arm and circle around your elbow. The countryside. Till, that same word again, I look down. So you're going to put your fingers down here because look would be here, but we're not looking out, we're looking down. Look down on the garden. Lots of things growing in there. Garden. Now green starts with the letter G. So we're going to make a G here and we're going to flick it twice for green. Green, down on the roof, so brown. So here's another color. It's another B word, brown, but we're going to drag it down your side of your face because everybody's face is some shade of brown. Up in the air, I go flying. Again, this hand comes down in the middle of that palm, up in the air and down. So now let's sign together the swing by Robert Louis Stevenson. How do you like to go up in a swing, up in the air so blue? Oh, I do think it the pleasantest thing ever a child can do. Up in the air and over the wall till I can see so wide. Rivers and trees and cattle and all over the countryside. Till I look down on the garden green, down on the roof so brown. Up in the air I go flying again, up in the air and down. So thank you, Jamie. Big shout out for requesting that poem. I do love Robert Louis Stevenson. He's just such a fabulous poet. If any of you have requests, I have several other ones I'm getting ready to do that have been requested. So please do subscribe and give me a big thumbs up, and we'll keep putting out these poems.
Play, play, play along. Come on and play along.